strangers. Okay, so I know I have a lot of explaining to do. I know that it's been a while since y'all see me on YouTube. I kind of went MIA, and that's what this video is about. I'm back. Like, don't be stingy. And I wanted to do like a quick video to explain why I went MIA on YouTube and what I kind of learned in that whole process of not being on, not putting out content, especially during this time. Like, yo, 2020 has been crazy. Like, this year has been ridiculous. I get goosebumps, like literally thinking about all the things that we as a people have gone through this year, all of the people who have passed away, just all of the life changes that I'm sure we've all experienced in 2020. I'm ready for 2020 to end. Like, 2021 better be so lit that we forget that 2020 existed. That's my mood for the rest of this year. But on a serious tip, like, I needed some time. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, the whole YouTube thing for me, it got kind of overwhelming. And in doing some reflection, I feel YouTube got overwhelming because I wasn't really like with it. Like, I wasn't as passionate about putting out YouTube videos as I feel like I needed to be. My initial reason was because, yes, I wanted to do it, but I think I was struggling with what I actually wanted to do. You know, like, a lot of my family members, my boyfriends, some close friends of mine really think that this is a great platform for me to share some of the things that I write about, share like my music journey. And while I agree, I just think like in that moment, I wasn't doing it for me. I was doing it because I kept hearing people tell me that this could be a really great platform for me, and that wasn't good enough. And guys, like, that should never be good enough. And it wasn't. So that's why I didn't continue like putting out videos. And I feel like I've, you know, really gotten to learn more about and have a better relationship with God during this like quarantine time. And I've been asking him a lot more about what he wants to see in me and like where I'm going with my career, like what am I doing in this world. And he's like revealing to me some of my passions, and so I feel a lot more confident being in front of this camera because I have a better understanding of who I am. So I hope that you can receive that. If you've been in that like weird kind of place in your life, just know that you are not alone. Everyone goes through it. Even the people who pretend like they don't, they do. I'm going through it right now, and so even in this weird phase, I felt like it was like the perfect time to come on here because I want to be as real and transparent and honest as possible. So yeah, wanted to kind of talk about what I learned in my MIA process. I think the main thing I learned is like when you're going MIA and you're coming back, don't just come back and pretend like nothing happened. Like, I really wanted to make sure when I came back and I tried again that I reflected on what went wrong the first time, and those are gonna be, and that, excuse me, grammar, is gonna be the video for today. I want to share with you the 3 tips that I learned. I want to share with you the 3 tips that have helped me to get through this quarantine time. I really like that. I feel like it sounds cute. Quarantine time. Quarantine time. 3 tips to help you get through quarantine time. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about the 3 tips that I feel have helped me get through the quarantine time. If you are a social person and you love to be out and about, you know, you like your mimosas, you like going to brunch, you like doing your thing, you like going out with your friends, yeah, I feel for you. Like, I know that this is hard. It's hard for me because I miss my friends, I miss going outside. But if I do say so myself, I've learned so much about myself in this time, and I've been able to do things that I've always given myself excuses for. When I was in school and when I was working, that took precedent. A girl gotta make money, like a girl got bills to pay, like, so yeah, that took precedent. But now that everything's kind of been on pause, I've really been able to look at the things that I really want to do and kind of focus on my weaknesses and like try and strengthen those things. So without further ado, I don't want to make this video too long. I want to start with the first thing that really helped me get through this quarantine time. Okay, the first thing is reconnect with yourself. Reconnect with yourself. I wrote that down because one of the things that I've learned about myself is that I like to be out and about. I like to be around my friends, I like to be outside, I like to be at events, I like to do all those things. And I never really take time to kind of like decompress. I was not doing that before the whole quarantine thing. And then once we got stuck in this house, like I had to really learn how to entertain myself. Like I had to learn what to do to make me happy. And as weird as that might sound, like I don't know, that was like a real life thing for me, not really knowing what to do anymore to make me happy. Because if I wanted to be happy, I would just go hang out with my friends. If I wanted to be happy, I would just go to the clubs. I wasn't really at the clubs, not really, not yet, but you get what I mean. Like if I wasn't happy, like I think I associated happiness with the people I was surrounding myself, with. And while that's okay to be surrounded, like to surround yourself with people to make you happy, but they shouldn't be the happiness. You should have happiness inside yourself, and then you add them. They're the additional happiness. And that was something I realized I wasn't doing. One of the things I realized I stopped doing completely because I got too busy was journaling. I used to journal every day. If somebody made me mad, before I snapped on them, I would journal. Literally. Like if I had a song idea and it was like it was hitting, I had a pen, I was journaling, or I was voice memoing. I stopped doing so many lit things, like so many things that used to find me peace. Like I stopped doing those things because I let the world and I let life get in the way. And now that the world is kind of like on a stop, it's time to pick those things back up. All those things that you used to do that you loved and they made you happy, I encourage you to get back into it. And you're gonna feel so much better about having some things that belong to you that make you happy and that are like your things. So that was one thing I did. I'm doing it now. Like I'm not a pro. I still forget to write sometimes, but I'm challenging myself to like write a little more every day, and it's finding me some peace and serenity, and like it makes me happy. The second thing I wrote down that has been very helpful to me is trying something new. I'm also trying some things that like I always said I wanted to do. The main thing for me is reading and working out. Now those may seem very simple for you, but for me, I always gave myself excuses. I always said I had too much class. I always had something to do to stop me from doing these things. And now that I don't, I'm really trying to make it a habit. Like I think they say it takes 21 or like 22 days or something to make something a habit. I'm really trying to make those things a habit because it's something that I enjoy and it's something that makes me happy. If it's something else that you've always wanted to try, do it. Like literally nothing is stopping you. Just go out there and do it. Do the things that you want to do. Honestly, thinking about everything going on in this world, life is too short to just like not try. And that's why I'm literally back on YouTube. Like I'm not going to not try. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna figure out what works for me. And if it doesn't work for someone else, that's cool. But if it works for me, ding ding. Like, give me an award. So, try something new. That's something I've been doing. I'm loving it. Last thing that I'm doing, because I don't want to make this too long, I know y'all have stuff to do at your house, is unplug from the world. It is okay to log off of Instagram. It is okay to log off of Facebook. It's okay to take a break from your friends and your family. It's okay. I think one of the things I learned about myself is I felt like I always had to make myself easily accessible to people. Like, oh, something's going on with your life and you're calling me and it's 3 a.m. in the morning. all right, let me put let me put my recording and stuff to the side. Like, I'm gonna be there for you. And yes, that's very important. You should do that. But the thing I've learned is even when I do those things, like, sometimes that energy isn't reciprocated. And so, yeah, you know, feel out and discern every moment. There might be some people that you know you have to be there for because they really need that support. But make sure you're supporting yourself. You gotta be able to take care of you. You can't rely on anybody but God and you and your health, your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. Those things are so important. Don't let them degrade now. Like, we are so young. We have full lives ahead of us. And what I'm learning is if we start working on some of these practices now, it'll help our lives in the future. It'll make them so much easier. This is what I'm learning about myself. I like to be on Instagram. I like to scroll. I like to see what's going on in other people's lives because then I don't have to work on mine. Like, I'll spend so much time seeing what somebody else is doing, and then once it's time for me to like confront my problems, I'm not doing it. And it's a distraction. Sometimes social media is a distraction. Yeah, it's a marketing tool. It's a marketing tool for us. Like, I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm an artist, so I love that Instagram gives me a platform to show people what I'm doing with my music and stuff. But a lot of the times I haven't been doing that, and that's something I need to work on. A lot of the times I'm seeing what other people are doing, and I'm comparing myself, and that's not healthy at all. So I'm not gonna go too deep into it because this is just a little touch, like a little toe dip in the water of what I have, coming up. But I wanted to share these things with you because this is something that I had to realize about myself before I could move forward in anything else. Like, I really wanted to take this quarantine time to focus on my strengths and my weaknesses and figure out why it's stopping me from being able to do the things I'm passionate about. I want to dig in more with you all and kind of talk and share some of these tips, some of these this advice, and kind of go through with you some of the things that I'm learning about myself, some things that you may be learning about yourself, and just be as vulnerable, open, and transparent as possible because we're in a world where everything is so face value. People don't want to be real anymore, and I'm not about that life. We're going to be real, we're going to be honest, and we're going to have real conversation. So if you like this video, I ask that you share it with somebody who might need some help in, really using this quarantine time to their advantage. Make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'll have more videos coming up, and make sure you follow me on Instagram because I'm always on there. Love you all, everyone who's been rocking with me. I really appreciate you. All the new people who may be seeing this video, hey girl, what's up? Hey boo, what's up? Whoever you are. And let's do this. Like, I'm not gonna let my fear get in the way. Always believe that your faith needs to be greater than your fears, and I hope I can show you that through my YouTube videos. So yeah, y'all, that's me. It's the Real Golden Girl, and I'll see you in my next video.